I climbed a road, nobody noticed. Dust on my shoes, fire in my chest. Years of walking through invisible deserts, still carrying unfinished dreams. Some nights the wind said, give up now. Some days the silence cut so deep. But there was a quiet voice beyond the fear, calling me higher than the pain. I have seen mountains after long storms. I have seen light break through the dark. Every scar became a doorway. Every ending shaped my heart. You may feel lost in crowded cities, running fast but going nowhere, trying to hold the world together while your soul grows tired inside. But listen closely to the morning. There is still purpose in your breath. The road ahead is not an accident. Your story is not over yet. When the river feels too wide, when the night becomes too cold, when the weight upon your shoulders feels heavier than your hope, lift your eyes beyond the shadows. There is more than what you see, a future waiting on the horizon, like the sunrise over the sea. I was never meant to own forever. Some dreams are planted for tomorrow. Sometimes the greatest kind of wisdom is learning when to let go. Still, the journey was not wasted. Every step became a seed for the ones who walk behind us, searching for the strength to believe. There is a land beyond exhaustion. There is peace beyond the noise. There is truth beyond confusion, still calling every heart forward. Do not fear the changing seasons. Winter never has the final word. Even broken branches reach upward when touched by living rain. You were born for more than survival, more than endless scrolling days. There is a fire hidden deep inside you, waiting for air, waiting for fate. Stand again after disappointment, love again after the hurt, dream again after failure, rise again from the dirt. The world does not need perfection, it needs people brave enough to heal, people willing to carry kindness into places growing cold. Maybe you will never see completely all the good your life creates. Still, every honest act of courage changes someone far away. A tired soul may hear your laughter, a lonely heart may need your light. One small word can become a compass for someone lost at night. So keep walking through the valley, keep building through the rain, keep believing through the silence. Nothing beautiful is born easy. There are promises inside tomorrow. There are doors yet unopened. There are miracles hidden in ordinary moments, waiting beside your next step. the applause, not the titles, not the race, not the gold, but the strength to stay gentle in a world becoming hard. The courage to keep loving when bitterness felt easier. I believe the dawn is coming for every weary soul alive. Beyond the fear and endless chaos, a clearer path will rise. So breathe deeply through the struggle. The night cannot stop the sun. Your journey still has meaning, and the best is yet to come.
I stood at the edge of a quiet horizon, watching old seasons fade into gold. So many roads behind my footsteps, so many stories nobody knows. There were days I walked through dry places, carrying dreams too heavy to hold, smiling outside while breaking inside, trying to stay brave in the cold. But every storm became a teacher, every delay became a sign. The pain I thought would end me was shaping a stronger mind. Some people chase empty numbers, some people run without rest, but deep inside every human heart lives a hunger for something real. Not louder noise, not faster lights, not another temporary escape, but truth that still remains when everything else disappears. Maybe you feel forgotten lately, like the world moves on too fast, like your efforts go unnoticed, like hope belongs to the past. But listen to the quiet sunrise, it still arrives without applause. The strongest rivers keep flowing, even when nobody watches. You do not need to become perfect to become powerful inside. Even cracked roads can lead somewhere beautiful, even tired hearts can rise. There is wisdom born in waiting, there is strength inside restraint. Sometimes the greatest victory is refusing to become bitter. The mountain ahead may look impossible, the distance may steal your breath, but step by step through unseen valleys, you are becoming who you were meant to be. Do not compare your journey to people racing for attention. Some stars shine slowly, yet light entire generations. Your kindness matters more than you know. Your and human hearts can heal again, even after years of damage. Do not abandon your vision just because the road feels long. The greatest journeys in history were built through endurance. Some nights you will question everything, some mornings you will feel we still keep moving toward the light, even if your steps feel small, because purpose is not always loud. Sometimes it whispers softly inside ordinary moments, inside silent acts of courage, a helping hand, a gentle word, a patient heart, a second chance. These things still change the world more than fame ever will. So when life pushes you backward, do not believe the story is over. Arrows move backward first before they fly forward. You are not too late, you are not disqualified, you are not forgotten. There is still time for new beginnings. One day you will look behind you and realize the hardest roads built the deepest strength within you. And standing on your own horizon, you will finally understand that the journey was never only about arrival, but about becoming light for others. So breathe through the season, hold on through the unknown. There is still beauty ahead of you, still purpose ahead of you, still hope ahead of you.
I kept walking through invisible winters, through crowded streets and sleepless nights, carrying questions without answers, searching for something true inside. The world kept shouting for attention, faster voices every day, but deep beneath the noise and pressure, my heart was drifting far away. Some dreams collapsed without warning, some doors closed in front of me, some people vanished with the seasons, like waves disappearing into the sea. Still something greater pulled me forward, beyond fear, beyond regret, a quiet strength I could not explain, whispering softly, don't stop yet. Maybe you know this kind of feeling, smiling while your soul feels tired, trying to stay strong for everybody while your own fire slowly expires. You scroll through endless perfect moments, comparing your life to shining screens, but filters cannot heal the emptiness hidden behind digital dreams. So pause beneath the midnight skyline, listen to your breathing again. You were not created merely to survive, you were born to truly live. There is still wonder left inside you, still oceans waiting in your heart, still undiscovered roads before you, still beautiful unfinished parts. Every mountain starts with one step, every sunrise begins in darkness, every future worth believing in requires courage through uncertainty. Do not fear slow progress, roots grow deep before trees rise tall. The strongest people are often shaped by battles nobody else saw. Some lessons only arrive through silence, some wisdom only comes through pain. Rain does not destroy the flowers, it teaches them how to grow again. And maybe the delays you hated were protecting you from collapse. Maybe the waiting was preparing strength for a future larger than imagined. There are moments life will test you, moments everything feels unclear, but storms reveal what truly matters and who you become under under pressure. Not every victory needs applause. Not every hero stands on stages. Sometimes greatness looks like kindness, repeated quietly for years. Holding on when giving up feels easier, forgiving when bitterness feels safer. Choosing honesty in a world of masks, still believing after disappointment. This is where real strength begins. You may never fully realize how far your influence reaches. A small light in one dark moment can guide someone for years. A conversation, a gentle smile, a patient heart, a simple act of mercy. These things travel farther than fame, farther than money ever will. So keep walking through uncertainty, keep building even when unseen. Cathedrals were not raised overnight, neither are meaningful lives. The horizon is still unfolding, the story is still being written. There are chapters ahead of you, more beautiful than your fears. One day the ones you carry now will become proof you survived. One day the tears you hide today will water future joy. And standing at the edge of tomorrow, you will see how every difficult season was shaping vision within you, not destroying it. Because strength is not becoming emotionless. Strength is remaining gentle in a world that rewards hardness. The night may feel endless sometimes, but dawn has never failed to arrive. And neither will your moment. So breathe deeply through the pressure. Lift your eyes beyond the chaos. There is still purpose in your path, still beauty in your becoming, still hope beyond the horizon.
I walked across forgotten highways under skies heavy with rain, carrying memories like old photographs, trying to outrun the pain. The city lights looked so alive, but inside I felt alone. Thousands of voices all around me, still searching for a place called home. There were nights I almost gave up, moments my strength ran dry. Questions echoed through the silence, will these broken dreams survive? But somewhere beyond the exhaustion, beyond the fear and doubt, a quiet flame kept burning softly, refusing to go out. Maybe life has worn you down too. Maybe your heart feels tired and bruised, trying to stay strong in a restless world while carrying invisible wounds. People chase success like lightning, fame that fades within a day. But the soul keeps asking deeper questions that money cannot wash away. What if the real treasure was never applause from crowds? What if true greatness lives in the unseen now? In the way you keep showing kindness after life has hurt you deeply. In the way you still choose honesty when easier roads call loudly. traveler. Every storm reshapes the sea. Every season of waiting built hidden depth internally. Trees grow stronger through the wind. Diamonds form under pressure. And hearts become wiser through valleys they never expected. So do not curse every hard chapter. Some endings create new beginnings. Some closed doors protect your future, even when you cannot see it yet. The mountain may look distant now, but step by step still matters. Small progress is still progress. Even slow rivers reach the ocean. You are not failing because you are tired. Even the strongest souls need rest. The moon itself disappears sometimes, yet always returns again. Breathe slowly through the uncertainty. You do not need every answer tonight. The stars still shine above the clouds, even when hidden from sight. There are people who need your story, people waiting for your courage. Your survival may become a bridge for someone losing hope. One honest voice in dark times can awaken sleeping hearts. One act of compassion can restart somebody's life. So keep planting goodness quietly, keep speaking truth gently, keep believing beyond appearances. Not everything valuable is visible immediately. The world often rewards noise, but peace grows in silence. And the strongest foundations are built where nobody claps. Maybe your greatest season has not arrived yet. Maybe this difficult road is preparing your vision. One day you will stand taller, not because life was easy, but because you kept moving forward when quitting felt easier. And looking back across the years, you will realize something beautiful. The struggle did not destroy your spirit. It revealed who you really are. A soul still capable of wonder, a heart still capable of love. I still searching for truth, even after disappointment. So lift your face toward tomorrow. The horizon is not empty. There is still light ahead of you, still purpose ahead of you, still strength ahead of you, and still a reason to keep going. Hey! I've been walking through changing seasons, through silent valleys and crowded trains, watching people hide their sadness behind expensive smiles and busy days. Everybody searching for meaning, running circles under neon skies, trying to fill the emptiness inside with temporary highs. But late at night, when the noise fades out and the world grows still again, the heart begins asking deeper questions about where this road truly ends. I've seen dreamers lose their passion. I've seen strong hearts break apart. I've seen people gain the whole world while slowly losing themselves inside. Still somewhere beyond the chaos, beyond the pressure to perform, There is a quiet place within us, untouched by every storm. Maybe you've been carrying burdens nobody else can really see, trying to stay strong for everyone while forgetting how to breathe. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign, wondering if hope is still alive, if your story still has purpose, if your soul can still revive. Listen closely to the sunrise. It arrives without making noise. The ocean does not fight for attention, yet it moves the entire earth. Real strength is often quiet. Real wisdom grows slowly. The deepest rivers flow beneath the surface, far from the spotlight. Do not underestimate small beginnings. Mountains are climbed one step at a time, and even stars need darkness before they can truly shine. The road ahead may feel uncertain, the future may look unclear, but uncertainty is not your enemy. Sometimes it becomes the doorway, a doorway into deeper courage, a doorway into compassion, a doorway into the version of yourself you were always meant to become. Some lessons only come through waiting, some growth only comes through pain. Rain falls hard upon the soil, yet flowers rise afterward again. So stop believing you are broken because life became difficult. Strong souls are not built in comfort, they are shaped through endurance. You do not need to have everything figured out to continue moving forward. Even a small light in darkness can guide an entire journey. There are people silently watching you, learning strength from your persistence, learning hope from your survival, learning courage from your honesty. Never believe your life is meaningless. Even unseen kindness echoes far. A gentle word can heal wounds you never knew existed. The world changes loudly, but healing often happens quietly. Inside ordinary moments, inside human connection, a hand reaching back, a heart choosing forgiveness, a voice speaking truth, a person refusing to quit. This is how futures are rebuilt. Maybe the reason you survived every storm was not only for yourself. Maybe your story was meant to become light for others too. One day the confusion will clear, one day the pain will make sense. One day you will stand on a new horizon and breathe without fear again. You will realize every difficult season was shaping deeper wisdom inside you, teaching you how to value truth more than temporary applause. And when that day arrives, you will not only carry success, you will carry peace. The kind that cannot be bought, cannot be copied, cannot be stolen, because it was born through the journey itself. So keep walking forward tonight, even if the road feels lonely, even if progress feels invisible, even if your heart feels tired. There's still beauty waiting ahead, still purpose hidden in tomorrow, still strength rising within you, and still hope beyond what you can see. I've watched the world move faster, every heartbeat chasing time. People building higher towers while feeling empty deep inside. Everybody wants a destination, a place where fear no longer lives. But some of the strongest souls I've known were still healing as they walked ahead. There were mornings filled with questions, nights too heavy for sleep, dreams buried underneath exhaustion, promises we struggle to keep. Still somehow the dawn kept coming, soft light through broken clouds, as if the sky itself was whispering, you are not finished now. Maybe life has tested you lately, more than anyone around you knows. Maybe you've smiled through heartbreak while carrying invisible storms. You try to stay brave for others, try to keep everything together, even while your own spirit was quietly growing tired. But listen carefully to the silence. Not every pause means failure. Some seasons are preparing roots before the branches rise higher. The strongest mountains faced erosion, the deepest oceans survive storms, and hearts become more compassionate after walking through difficult roads. Do not be ashamed of your scars. They are proof you kept going, proof that pain did not erase you, proof that hope still survived. The world celebrates quick victories, but lasting things take time. Forests are not built overnight, neither are meaningful lives. So breathe when the pressure increases, rest when your soul feels warm. Even the moon disappears sometimes, yet still returns transformed. There is wisdom in endurance, there is power in patience. Some doors open slowly, because what waits behind them matters deeply. You are not late in life, you are not forgotten by the future. Your timing may feel different, but different does not mean wrong. A river never rushes the ocean, still it reaches its destination. Stars move quietly through darkness, yet guide entire generations. So stop measuring your worth by numbers on glowing screens. Real value cannot be calculated by attention from strangers. Real value appears in moments when you choose kindness over pride, truth over convenience, love over bitterness, courage over fear. That is where greatness begins. Maybe the road became difficult because your purpose is greater than comfort. Maybe the battle shaped strength within you, you could not have gained otherwise. One day the weight you carry now will become wisdom for someone else. One day your survival story will help another. So keep breathing, never underestimate your presence. Some people continue forward because your light still exists in their world. A simple conversation, a patient heart, a gentle response, a refusal to give up. These things carry more power than most people ever realize. So when uncertainty surrounds you, lift your eyes beyond the moment. The horizon still holds beauty, the future still holds possibility. And even if you cannot see the full path yet, take the next step anyway,
everything clearly. Courage is moving forward despite the unknown. One day you will stand at a higher place, looking back across every hard season, and finally understand something beautiful. The storms were never sent to destroy you, they were teaching you how to rise. So keep walking through the night, keep believing through the silence, keep building through the struggle. There is still light ahead, still healing ahead, still purpose ahead, and still a reason for your heart to dream again.
I stood beneath a restless skyline, watching strangers chase the night. Everybody searching for something beyond the flashing city lights. Some were chasing fame and fortune, some were running from their pain. Some kept smiling through the chaos, were quietly drowning in the rain. I know the feeling all too well, the weight of trying to stay strong, pretending everything is fine while your soul feels far from home. There were roads I thought would break me, moments hope became so thin, questions echoing in the silence. Can I rise again from this? But every sunrise kept reminding me darkness never truly wins. Even after the longest winter, new life slowly begins. Maybe you are tired right now, tired of carrying unseen fears, tired of fighting silent battles year after year after year. Maybe your dreams feel distant, maybe your heart feels worn, but broken ground still grows flowers after surviving storms. Do not underestimate your journey, even slow steps move you ahead. Some of the strongest transformations happen quietly within. A seed looks small in darkness before becoming something strong, and many beautiful stories take years before they bloom. The world rewards loud attention, but truth often whispers softly. Peace rarely shouts for recognition, yet changes lives completely. So stop believing the lie that your worth depends on applause. You were never created merely to impress temporary crowds. Your value exists deeper, beyond achievements and mistakes, beyond failures and expectations, beyond the opinions of others. There is a light inside you, no disappointment can erase. A reason you survived every season, a purpose still unfolding now. Some nights you may feel forgotten, like your efforts disappear unseen, but rivers carve through mountains slowly, without demanding to be noticed. Patience is not weakness, waiting is not defeat. Sometimes life is strengthening your foundation before lifting you higher. The pain you carry today may become compassion tomorrow. The tears you hide tonight may water future joy. One honest voice can heal a stranger, one act of mercy can restart hope. One person refusing bitterness can change an entire atmosphere. This world does not only need success, it needs hearts that remain human. Hearts willing to forgive, to listen, to love, to keep believing in goodness. That kind of courage is rare. Maybe the delays were not rejection, maybe they were preparation. Maybe you needed deeper roots before greater responsibility arrived. Do not fear unfinished chapters, even stars take time to appear. The horizon is still open and your future is still alive. One day you will look behind you and realize the hardest roads were shaping wisdom within you, not trying to destroy you. You will understand that survival was never the final destination. You were meant to become light for people walking through darkness too. So breathe through the uncertainty tonight. The story is not ending here. there is still beauty left to discover, still dreams waiting to awaken, still strength rising within you, and still hope beyond the horizon.
I've seen people standing on mountains, still feeling empty inside. Seen crowded rooms full of laughter, hide tears nobody could describe. The world keeps moving so quickly, faster than the human heart. Everybody trying to keep up, while quietly falling apart. We chase tomorrow endlessly, thinking peace waits somewhere ahead. But sometimes the soul grows thirsty from all the noise inside our heads. There were nights I questioned everything, moments the road felt too long, trying to carry silent burdens while pretending to stay strong. But somewhere beyond the confusion, beyond the pressure and fear, a quiet truth kept calling softly, telling me hope was still here. Maybe you need that reminder too. Maybe you've been running on empty, giving strength to everyone else while forgetting your own heart completely. Maybe you feel invisible lately, like your efforts disappear unnoticed. But stars shine furthest in darkness, not in the middle of noon. Every scar tells a story, every storm leaves wisdom behind. The strongest souls are often formed through battles hidden from the world. So do not hate your difficult seasons, even winter prepares the earth. Trees grow deeper roots in silence before reaching greater heights. The road may feel uncertain now, the future may seem unclear, but uncertainty is not the end. Sometimes it becomes the beginning. A beginning of deeper courage, a beginning of inner peace, a beginning of discovering what truly matters most. Not temporary applause, not numbers on a screen, not endless comparison, not living for appearances, but truth that remains steady. Even when everything else changes, there is something powerful about a person who keeps loving after disappointment, who keeps believing after heartbreak, who keeps moving forward after failure. That kind of strength cannot be purchased. It is built slowly through endurance. You may not realize it now, but your survival carries meaning. Someone watching your journey may find courage through your example. A small act of kindness can echo farther than you imagine. A gentle word in the right moment can rescue a tired soul. The world changes through ordinary people who choose compassion over cruelty, patience over anger, truth over convenience, hope over fear. Never think your life is too small. Rivers begin as tiny streams, forests begin with fragile seeds, and great futures begin with one brave decision to continue. So keep walking even when progress feels slow. Keep building even when nobody notices. Some of the greatest things in life grow quietly underground first. The mountain ahead may challenge you, but every step is shaping endurance. Every obstacle is teaching wisdom. Every delay is building character. And one day you will stand taller, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. You will look back across the years and see how every painful chapter was preparing vision inside you, not destroying your future. The night may feel endless sometimes, but dawn has never failed to rise, and neither will your moment. So lift your eyes beyond the chaos, breathe deeply through the pressure. There is still beauty ahead of you, still healing ahead of you, still purpose ahead of you, and still purpose ahead of you, and still a future worth believing intention.
I've walked through seasons of silence, where even hope felt far away, smiling through crowded conversations, while my heart searched for something real to say. The world kept spinning without mercy, endless pressure, endless noise, everybody chasing quick escapes, trying to drown out the inner void. Some nights the city looked beautiful, but emptiness filled the air. Millions of people connected online, still feeling alone somewhere. Maybe you know that feeling too, the weight no words can explain. Trying to carry invisible battles while hiding every trace of pain. But listen closely to the horizon. The sunrise still breaks through storms. Light does not ask permission before entering the dark. And maybe your life is the same way. Maybe your story still carries a light, even if you cannot fully see it in this very moment tonight. There were roads I never expected, detours that changed my plans, closed doors that felt like endings until time revealed stronger paths. Sometimes losing what you wanted leads you toward what you truly need. Sometimes the hardest chapters become the birthplace of wisdom. Do not fear starting over. Forests regrow after fires, and oceans keep reaching shorelines. No matter how many storms arrive, the strongest souls are not unbroken. They simply refuse to stop loving, refuse to stop hoping, refuse to let darkness define them. That is real courage. Not pretending life is easy, but continuing forward anyway. Choosing compassion in a bitter world, choosing truth in a culture of masks. There is power in gentleness, power in patience, power in people who still protect goodness inside their hearts. Because kindness is not weakness and forgiveness is not defeat. Sometimes the softest hearts carry the greatest strength. You may feel behind in life, watching others race ahead, but stars appear at different times. Still each one shines beautifully. Your path does not need to match theirs. Your timing does not need approval. A river never envies the mountain, yet both fulfill their purpose. So breathe through the uncertainty. You are allowed to grow slowly. Even the sunrise arrives gradually.
transforms the entire sky. One step forward still matters, even if the distance feels long. One honest effort still matters, even when results seem invisible. The world often celebrates noise, but healing usually happens quietly, inside small moments, inside ordinary conversations, inside hearts brave enough to remain open. Maybe someone survives today because you chose kindness yesterday. Maybe your persistence inspires people you may never even meet. Never believe your existence is meaningless. The smallest lights are easiest to notice in the darkest nights. One day you will understand why certain roads became difficult, why some prayers felt unanswered, why some seasons took so long. You will see how endurance shaped wisdom, how waiting built deeper vision, how every storm strengthened roots you did not know you needed. And standing at a higher horizon, you will realize something beautiful. The journey was never only about reaching somewhere. It was about becoming someone stronger, someone wiser, someone capable of carrying light into dark places. So keep walking through this season, keep believing beyond appearances, keep holding on to what is true, because there is still beauty ahead, still peace ahead, still purpose ahead, and still hope rising with tomorrow's sun touch.
I've stood beneath endless skylines, watching the world race by. People chasing brighter futures with tired hearts and restless eyes. Everybody wants a breakthrough, a moment where the pain disappears. But some of the deepest transformations are born quietly through the years. There were nights I felt abandoned, like my dreams had lost their way. Questions filling every corner while hope slowly faded gray. I tried to carry all the pressure, tried to never let it show. But even strong hearts grow exhausted when they keep fighting alone. Still somewhere beyond the silence, beyond every fear and scar, a steady voice kept whispering softly, "You've survived this far." Maybe that is why you're reading now. Maybe your soul needed breath, needed a reminder in the chaos that your story still holds depth. You are not merely surviving days, you are becoming through them. Every difficult road is shaping a stronger version within. The ocean becomes powerful because it survives every storm, and human hearts gain wisdom by enduring what feels impossible. So do not hate the slow seasons, not all growth can be seen. Roots deepen underground long before forests turn green. Maybe the delay is preparation, patient. Maybe the waiting is protection. Maybe life is building endurance before opening larger doors. A candle shines brightest in darkness, and some people discover their purpose only after everything familiar falls apart. Do not fear beginning again. The sunrise starts fresh every morning, and even shattered pieces can become beautiful mosaics. There is strength in choosing kindness when the world becomes cold, strength in remaining honest when pretending feels easier, strength in loving people deeply even after disappointment, strength in continuing forward when no one else understands. That is the kind of courage this world desperately needs. Not louder voices, not endless competition, but hearts willing to carry light into exhausted places. You may think your impact is small, but oceans are made of countless drops, and futures are changed by ordinary moments of compassion. A patient conversation, a hand reaching back, a gentle response during anger, a person refusing to quit. These things ripple farther than you may ever know. Somebody's learning resilience by watching your endurance. Somebody's finding hope because you chose to keep going. Never believe the lie that your life has no meaning. The stars themselves seem tiny, yet guide travelers through darkness. One day the confusion will clear, one day the heavy weight will lift, and you will understand why certain roads took longer. You will see how every hard season was shaping wisdom inside you, teaching you to value peace more than temporary success. Because real fulfillment cannot be bought or performed. It grows slowly within the soul through truth, endurance, and love. So breathe deeply tonight, even if the road feels uncertain, even if your progress feels invisible, even if your heart feels tired. There is still a future waiting for you, still beauty waiting ahead, still healing beyond this chapter, still purpose beyond your fear. And when the dawn finally arrives, you will realize something extraordinary. You were stronger than the storm all along.
I've seen people climb the highest mountains, only to feel empty at the top. Seen brilliant lights fill the skyline, while hearts below slowly stopped. Everybody searching for answers in louder voices every day, but truth is often found in silence, far from the noise we chase. There were seasons I felt invisible, like my efforts disappeared in vain, smiling through endless conversations while quietly carrying pain. Some nights the future looked distant, like hope was fading out of sight. But even the darkest oceans still reflect the stars at night. And maybe you've been there lately, standing in the middle of uncertainty, trying to hold yourself together while life keeps testing your peace. Maybe your dreams feel delayed, maybe your strength feels weak, maybe you've prayed through silence and wondered if anyone could hear. But listen to the rhythm of the sunrise. It never arrives too early or late. The earth keeps turning faithfully even when storms dominate. There is something powerful about endurance, about hearts that refuse to quit. Not because the road became easier, but because something deeper kept them alive. The strongest trees face strong winds, the deepest rivers carve through stone, and the wisest souls often emerge from seasons spent alone. Do not despise your waiting season. Not every chapter blooms immediately. Some visions require hidden growth before they can rise fully. You are not failing because progress feels slow. Stars move quietly across the sky, still they guide entire oceans without demanding attention. This world teaches comparison, but comparison steals peace. Every person carries a different journey, a different timing, a different purpose. So stop measuring your worth against somebody else's highlight reel. Real growth happens privately, where cameras never reach. Inside difficult decisions, inside silent sacrifices, inside moments where you choose hope instead of bitterness, that is where real transformation begins. Maybe the reason life stretched you so deeply was because your heart was meant to carry more. More compassion, more wisdom, more understanding for others. Pain has a way of softening people if they allow it to teach them, and healed hearts become shelters for those lost in storms. Never underestimate your presence. Someone survives hard days because your kindness still exists in their life. A simple message, a listening ear, a patient spirit, a refusal to walk away. These things matter more than fame. One day you will look behind you and realize the closed doors protected you. The delay strengthened you, the hardships awakened something deeper inside you. You will understand that survival was never the end goal. You were becoming someone capable of bringing light into dark places. So breathe through this difficult season. You do not need every answer right now. The moon still guides the ocean tides, even when hidden behind clouds. Take one more step forward, then another after that. Small movements still create distance, and healing still happens gradually. There's still beauty left in your future, still peace waiting beyond the noise, still purpose hidden inside your journey, still strength growing beneath your scars. And one day standing beneath a new horizon, you will finally realize that every storm you survived was teaching your soul how to shine. I walk through cities full of mirrors, everybody trying to become somebody else.
perfect faces under bright lights, while lonely hearts cried out for help. The world keeps telling us to hurry, to run faster than yesterday, but exhausted souls can't heal properly while constantly trying to escape. There were moments I felt defeated, like the road had no clear end, dreams slipping through my tired hands while life refused to bend. Some nights I stared at the ceiling, wondering if strength would return, wondering if all this pressure was something my heart could survive. But somewhere inside the silence, beyond fear and endless doubt, a quiet hope remained alive, refusing to burn out. Maybe you know that feeling too, trying to stay strong for everyone, carrying invisible burdens long after your energy is gone. Maybe you feel lost in comparison, watching others race ahead, but flowers bloom in different seasons and stars appear at different times. Not every journey moves quickly, not every victory arrives loudly. Some of the most beautiful transformations happen slowly and unseen. The ocean shapes cliffs patiently, rain shapes valleys over years, and difficult seasons shape wisdom inside the human heart. So stop believing you are behind. Life is not a single timeline. Some souls need longer winters before discovering their spring. The strongest people are not fearless, they simply continue despite fear, continuing through uncertainty, continuing through disappointment, continuing through nights when nothing feels clear. That is courage, not perfection, not pretending everything is easy, but rising again after life knocks you down. There is power in gentle hearts and people who still choose kindness after being hurt repeatedly, in people who still speak truth when lies seem easier. This world needs more of that light, not louder anger, not endless competition, but people willing to heal instead of spreading more pain. Maybe the storms did not arrive to destroy your future, maybe they arrived to reveal your strength, because pressure creates depth and endurance creates wisdom. Some lessons cannot be learned without walking through difficult valleys. One day the tears you hide today will become understanding for others. One day your survival story will become someone else's reason to continue. Never underestimate your influence. Even small lights guide travelers at night, and ordinary words spoken with sincerity can change the direction of life. A hand reaching back, a patient conversation, a forgiving heart, a person refusing to give up. These things rebuild broken worlds. The future may still look uncertain, but uncertainty does not mean hopelessness. The sunrise is unseen for hours, yet it is already on the way. So keep walking through this chapter, even if progress feels invisible. Keep believing beyond appearances, even when your heart feels tired, because roots grow underground first before forests touch the sky. And one day you will stand stronger, not because life spared you from pain, but because every storm taught you how to remain standing. You will look across your journey and finally understand something beautiful. The road was never only shaping your future, it was shaping your soul. So breathe deeply tonight. There is still peace ahead of you, still healing ahead of you, still meaning ahead of you, and still hope waiting beyond the horizon. Song. Watch the rain fall on empty streets, neon reflections on midnight roads, people moving like shadows in silence, carrying stories nobody knows. Behind every tired expression, behind every carefully practiced smile, there's a heart trying to survive another endless mile. Some are chasing distant dreams, some are hiding from old pain, some are standing in crowded places, still feeling completely alone again. The world teaches us to keep running, to never slow down or rest, but exhausted souls lose themselves when pressure never lets them breathe. There were seasons I felt forgotten, like my voice disappeared in the wind, moments where every closed door made me question everything within. But somewhere beyond disappointment, beyond every sleepless night, a quiet strength kept rising softly, like dawn breaking into light. Maybe you need that reminder now. Maybe your heart feels worn and weak. Maybe you've been carrying burdens too heavy for words to speak. Listen carefully to the ocean. It does not rush to prove its worth, yet its waves keep reaching shorelines day after day across the earth. There is wisdom in steady endurance, in continuing despite uncertainty, because not every beautiful future arrives quickly or easily. Some dreams take years to unfold, some healing happens gradually, and some of the strongest people are built through silent battles. Do not hate your difficult chapters. The night sky needs darkness for stars, and forests grow deeper roots after surviving harsh winters. Maybe the delays were shaping patience, maybe the waiting was shaping depth, maybe the storms were awakening strength you never knew existed yet. The strongest hearts are not untouched, they simply refuse to become cold, refuse to stop believing in goodness even after disappointment. That kind of courage changes lives. This world already has enough noise, enough anger, enough empty performance. What it truly needs are people brave enough to remain genuine. People who choose compassion when bitterness feels easier. People who protect truth when deception becomes popular. People who keep loving even after being hurt. Never underestimate the power of that. A small light can guide a traveler, a gentle word can calm a storm, one honest soul can shift the atmosphere of an entire room. Maybe someone keeps going today because your kindness reached them yesterday. Maybe your survival story will become another person's hope tomorrow. Nothing meaningful is ever wasted, not the tears, not the waiting, not the long nights wondering why. Even broken pieces can become art, and scars can become wisdom. So stop believing you are behind. Your story is unfolding differently, but different does not mean wrong. Mountains rise slowly over time, rivers carve stone patiently, and human hearts heal gradually, one breath at a time. The future may still feel uncertain, but uncertainty is not the end. Sometimes it is simply the beginning of a deeper and stronger version of yourself. One day you will stand on a new horizon,
looking back at every difficult season and realized they were not sent to destroy you. They were teaching you how to endure, how to remain gentle in a harsh world, how to remain hopeful through darkness, how to become light for others still searching for their way. So breathe deeply tonight. The story is not over yet. There is still beauty ahead of you, still strength ahead of you, still purpose ahead of you, and still a dawn waiting to rise.
I've seen tired hearts beneath bright lights, people smiling while breaking inside, running through endless expectations, with nowhere safe enough to hide. The world keeps demanding perfection, faster success, louder names, but so many souls grow exhausted, trying to survive the race. Some nights feel heavier than oceans, some mornings harder to face, dreams slowly fading in silence, hope disappearing without a trace. I know what it feels like to wonder if the struggle will ever end, to stand in the middle of uncertainty, searching for strength again. But every sunrise carries a message, even after the longest night. Darkness may surround the horizon, still the dawn arrives with light. Maybe you are walking through valleys nobody else can truly see, carrying invisible battles while trying to stay strong endlessly. Maybe your spirit feels worn down, maybe your heart needs a rest, but storms do not last forever, and tired souls can heal again. The strongest rivers keep flowing, even through broken land, and the strongest people keep moving, even when life feels unbearable. Do not mistake slow progress for failure. Mountains rise over centuries, and roots grow deep in hidden places, long before forests appear green. Some growth cannot happen loudly, some healing requires silence, some futures are built quietly, far beneath the surface. This world teaches comparison, but comparison steals joy. Every person carries different timing, different wounds, different roads to walk. You are not late, you are not forgotten, you are not disqualified from hope. The stars themselves appear slowly, yet they still transform the night sky. So breathe through this difficult chapter, even if answers have not arrived, even if your prayers feel distant, even if your strength feels small. A single candle still pushes back darkness, and one hopeful heart can influence countless others. Never underestimate your impact. A patient word during anger, a hand reaching towards someone hurting, a quiet act of compassion, a person refusing bitterness. These things rebuild humanity. Maybe the reason you survived every storm was because your story carries purpose. Maybe your wounds were shaping empathy for people who feel lost today. Pain can harden hearts or deepen them,
And the deepest souls are often those who chose love anyway. That kind of strength is rare. The future may look uncertain now, but uncertainty is not your enemy. Sometimes the unknown becomes the path towards something greater than imagined. One day the confusion will clear. One day the waiting will make sense. One day you will look behind you and realize every difficult season was teaching you endurance, teaching you patience, teaching you compassion, teaching you how to carry light into dark places. Because success alone cannot heal people, but kindness can, truth can, hope can. And those things still matter more than temporary applause ever will. So keep walking forward tonight. Keep believing beyond appearances. Keep choosing goodness in a weary world. There is still healing ahead of you, still peace ahead of you, still beauty waiting beyond the season, and still a future worth holding on to, breath.
I've walked beneath cold midnight skies, where silence felt louder than words, watching the world keep spinning fast, while my heart struggled to keep up. People everywhere chasing something, another title, another escape, trying to fill invisible emptiness with things that never truly stay. Some wear confidence like armor, some hide pain behind success, some keep giving strength to others while quietly losing themselves. Maybe you understand that feeling, the exhaustion no one else can see, the weight of carrying tomorrow while barely surviving today. There were nights I almost surrendered, moments the road looked far too long, dreams fading like distant headlights, hope feeling fragile and gone. But somehow morning kept returning, soft light breaking through the gray, as if the sky itself was saying your story still matters today. And maybe that is true for you too. Maybe you have survived for a reason, not simply to endure the storms, but to become stronger through them. Because mountains are shaped by pressure, and oceans are shaped by storms, and human hearts gain deeper wisdom by surviving what feels impossible. Do not fear the slow seasons, not all beautiful things bloom quickly. Some futures require hidden growth before they can fully appear. Roots stretch deeper underground, long before branches touch the sky. And some of the strongest people are those who kept moving quietly. The world rewards loud attention, but truth often grows in silence. Real peace is rarely dramatic, it changes everything inside us. You do not need to impress everyone to live a meaningful life. Some of the greatest acts of courage happen where nobody is watching. Choosing kindness after heartbreak, choosing honesty when lies seem easier, choosing hope after disappointment, choosing to begin again after failure. That is real strength. Not pretending to never feel pain, but refusing to let pain define you. Maybe the delays you hated were preparing wisdom inside you. Maybe the closed doors protected you from paths not meant for your future. Life does not always explain itself immediately. Sometimes understanding arrives years later, when you finally see how every difficult chapter was shaping who you would become. A person with deeper compassion, a person with stronger endurance, a person capable of bringing light into places filled with darkness. Never believe your existence is small. One sincere heart can change another. One moment of patience can prevent despair. One word of hope can save a life. This world desperately needs people who still believe in good.
Someone watching your resilience, learning how to keep going because you refuse to quit. So take another step tonight, even if your legs feel tired, even if the future feels uncertain, even if progress feels invisible. Because every sunrise begins in darkness, and every meaningful journey requires faith to keep moving forward. One day you will stand on a higher horizon, looking back across every storm you survived, and you will realize something extraordinary. The struggle did not break your spirit, it revealed the strength that was inside you all along. So breathe deeply through this season. There is still healing ahead, still truth ahead, still purpose ahead, still beauty waiting for your eyes to see, and still hope rising with tomorrow's light. They smile through polished words, hide the storm behind their eyes, paint the truth in golden colors while the night slowly arrives. Every crowded street is searching for a voice that still feels real. Too many hearts are tired of pretending, too many wounds refuse to heal. But somewhere beyond the noise, beyond the pressure and the race, there's a light that keeps on calling. There's a truth we cannot replace. When shadows wear a friendly face and lies are dressed like luxury, hold on to the quiet whisper leading you to honesty. Don't trade your soul for empty applause. Don't lose yourself for temporary gold. The strongest hearts are not the loudest, they are the ones who still hold hope. Rise above the fear inside you, even when the road feels long. Every scar can become a reason, every weakness can grow strong. There's a dream still breathing softly underneath the weight of pain, and every tear you tried to hide can become a healing rain. Some will promise easy answers, some will lead your steps astray, but wisdom walks a different highway, steady through the darkest days. You were not born just to survive, you were made to build and shine. There is purpose in your story, even now your stars align. So when the world feels cold and restless and the future disappears, listen closer to the silence. Truth is louder than your fears. Keep your kindness in the chaos, keep your fire through the storm. Even broken wings can carry hearts that still are being reborn. The road of truth is rarely easy, but it never leaves you lost. Every honest step you're taking is a bridge you safely cross. You don't need a perfect ending, you don't need to know it all. Sometimes courage starts with standing after every painful fall. Some nights feel like endless winter, frozen dreams and heavy skies, but the dawn has always found us every single time we cry. There's a reason you keep breathing, there's a reason you still try. Hope is more than just a feeling, it's the strength to rise and fly. No more chains of
hearts remember kindness long after they forget a name. If your path feels unfamiliar, if your voice shakes in the dark, keep on walking toward tomorrow. Even one step leaves a mark. The world is thirsty for compassion, for a hand that understands. Not another empty promise, but someone willing to still stand. So be the calm inside the madness, be the light nobody sees. Sometimes one sincere direction can change millions silently. The future belongs to dreamers who refuse to hate or break, who keep choosing truth and mercy every choice their spirit makes. And when the hidden things are revealed, when every mask finally falls, only love and honest living will remain beyond the walls. So breathe again and keep believing. Your story is not done. There is beauty growing slowly, even underneath the sun. You were never meant for darkness. You were never born to fade. There's a greater road before you. Step by step, don't be afraid. The broken world is still awakening, searching for a brighter way. And maybe your voice was created to help somebody breathe today. God.
In a world of flashing headlines, perfect pictures, perfect lies, people hiding empty hearts behind expensive smiles and lights. Everybody's chasing something, faster roads and higher views, but the soul still whispers softly, don't forget what's truly true. Some will sell a false direction, wrapped in words that sound so bright. Promises like neon oceans, burning beautifully at night. But truth was never made for acting. Truth was never built to bend. It survives beyond the noise, long after the trends all end. When the crowd keeps moving blindly and your spirit feels alone, there's a quiet strength inside you calling you to journey home. Not a place of walls and borders, not a kingdom built by fame, but a deeper kind of freedom where your heart becomes untamed. You don't have to wear the pressure, you don't have to fake your worth. Every life holds hidden value, every soul can change the earth. Even after disappointment, even after all the scars, broken dreams can still become the beginning of new stars. Some nights feel impossibly heavy, like the sky forgot your name. But the darkest hours often prepare the strongest flames. There's a voice beyond confusion, leading gently through the storm, not demanding your perfection, only asking you transform. Step away from empty echoes
betray your trust, hide intentions deep inside. But truth eventually rises, like the morning changing tides. Nothing hidden stays forever. Every shadow meets the sun. Every false and fragile kingdom falls when honesty has won. So don't lose your gentle nature trying to survive this place. The world needs more authentic voices, more compassion, more grace. If you stumble, keep on walking. If you fail, begin again. Every chapter full of struggle can become a source of strength. You were born with unseen purpose, far beyond the fear you know. Sometimes destiny starts growing in the seasons moving slow. The road ahead may not be easy, but your spirit was designed to outlast the fear and chaos trying to control your mind. Lift your eyes beyond the pressure, beyond everything you fear. There's a future still unfolding, full of meaning waiting near. Be the hope inside the silence, be the courage others need. Even one sincere decision can become a powerful seed. Somewhere someone's barely holding, searching for a little light. Maybe your words and your kindness help them make it through the night. Don't become what hurt you deeply. Don't return hatred for pain. Choose the path of truth and wisdom, even standing in the rain. The world remembers honest hearts more than temporary fame, because love outlives illusion long after forgotten names. So breathe deeply through the struggle, hold your vision through the fire. Every setback builds endurance, every trial lifts you higher. One day all the hidden stories, all the secrets, all disguised, will be opened by the daylight. Nothing stays beneath the skies. And the ones who chose compassion, who stayed truthful through the storm, will discover lasting freedom in the people they transform. So keep dreaming, keep believing, even when the road feels long. Your existence holds a purpose, your heart still belongs to hope. Jeff.
The city never really sleeps, broken hearts beneath the screens. Everybody scrolling endlessly, trying to escape their memories. Crowded rooms and silent feelings, smiles that never reach the soul. People searching for completion while becoming more alone. Some wear confidence like armor, some hide pain behind success. Some build castles made of image while their spirit fights the stress. But truth moves quietly through chaos, like the sunrise through the rain. It doesn't scream for recognition, still it changes everything. Be careful of the shining voices that promise easy roads to fame. Not every hand that reaches for you actually wants to heal your pain. Some intentions wear nice clothing, some deception sounds sincere.
heartbreak shaped your soul. Every night you kept surviving, made your hidden strength grow whole. Don't compare your path to others, different stars were meant to shine. Some flowers bloom in early spring, some arrive in perfect time. The world keeps selling fast illusions, temporary happiness, but peace is found in honest living, not in endless emptiness. You don't need to chase perfection. You don't need to prove your worth. The most beautiful kind of power is bringing hope back to this earth. When the noise becomes too heavy and anxiety floods your mind, close your eyes and hear the silence. Truth is never hard to find. Keep your kindness through betrayal. Keep your heart when others change. Because light becomes much brighter when surrounded by the strange. One small act of love and mercy can outlive 1,000 lives. One sincere and gentle person can help another soul survive. Maybe life has felt unfair lately, maybe dreams have fallen apart. But storms don't come to end your story. Sometimes they restart your heart. Every season has a reason. Even winter prepares the spring. And the darkest nights often create the brightest awakening. Don't let anger shape your future. Don't let anger shape your future. Don't let bitterness remain. Healing starts the moment courage chooses growth instead of blame. There are people needing your smile, people waiting for your light. You may never know whose darkness you help overcome tonight. The world changes through compassion, not through pride or empty noise. Real strength is staying gentle in a world that destroys. When the hidden masks are shattered, when the truth is finally seen, only hearts that stayed authentic will know what freedom really means. So keep walking through uncertainty, keep believing through the pain. Mountains move for those who continue, even slowly through the rain. You were born for more than surviving, more than fear and temporary things. There's a vision still unfolding, far beyond what today brings. Lift your eyes above the pressure, above every false disguise. There's still goodness growing quietly underneath these crowded skies. And one day you will look behind you at the storms you thought would win, only to discover every battle built the strength you carry within. So stand firm when lies surround you. Choose the path that remains true, because the world is desperately waiting for hearts that know what love can do.
Everybody wants a miracle, but nobody wants the rain. Everybody loves the victory, but few survive the pain. Late nights filled with overthinking, heavy hearts and tired eyes, trying to hold on to hope in a world addicted to disguise. Some people wear success like makeup, perfect on the outside view, but deep inside they're still searching for something honest, something true. The louder voices fill the airwaves, telling people who to be, but wisdom rarely shouts for attention. It quietly sets the spirit free. Be careful where you place your trust. Not every smile is real. Some promises are built like glass, beautiful has meaning. Even stars hidden by the clouds are still shining, still dreaming. Every setback holds a lesson, every loss can shape the soul. Sometimes broken roads are leading exactly where you need to go. The world may celebrate illusion, temporary fame and pride, but peace belongs to those who walk with honesty inside. Don't lose your kindness in the chaos. Don't let pain turn love to stone. The strongest hearts are often built from battles fought alone. Some nights feel unbearably heavy, like hope is slipping far away. But the darkest hour before sunrise never has the final say. You were made for more than surviving, more than fearing shallow goals. There's a deeper calling waiting inside every human soul. Not everyone will understand you, not everyone will stay, but those who truly value truth will never walk away. The future isn't built by arrogance or people chasing endless praise. It belongs to hearts courageous enough to choose compassion every day. One honest voice can heal a lifetime. One small light can break the dark. One act of genuine kindness can restart a shattered heart. Maybe someone near you right now is silently losing hope, and maybe your words become the reason they find the strength to cope. So keep speaking life through hardship, keep believing through delay. Some dreams grow slowly underground before they bloom one day. The road of wisdom may feel lonely, but it never leads to regret, because truth survives the fire long after false things disappear. Nothing hidden lasts forever, every mask eventually falls, and what was built on empty motives cannot stand through life at all. But hearts grounded in sincerity will outlive the noise of fame, because love and truth together carry everlasting flame. When anxiety surrounds your future and fear whispers in your ear, remember how many storms you survived to still be standing here. There is strength inside your weakness, there is beauty in your scars, and every painful chapter has been preparing who you are. The world doesn't need more perfection, it needs people brave enough to care. People willing to bring compassion into broken places everywhere. So rise above the endless pressure, rise above the fear of failing. The strongest souls are not the ones who never fall, but keep prevailing. And if the road ahead feels uncertain, keep moving one step at a time, because purpose often reveals itself to hearts that continue to climb. One day the truth behind all shadows will shine brighter than the lies, and those who chose the path of wisdom will finally understand why. Poppy. The world keeps moving faster, neon nights and crowded trains, people hiding silent battles behind their busy days. Everybody wants connection, but so many feel unseen, laughing loud in public places while breaking quietly in between. Some chase status like a treasure, some chase beauty, power, soul. Not every road that shines with gold leads you where you need to go. Some people build their lives on image, temporary and fragile things, but wisdom builds a deeper foundation that survives what life may bring. When confusion fills the city and anxiety clouds your view, listen closely to the silence. Your spirit still knows what is true. You were never born for emptiness, never meant to simply fade. There's a purpose growing quietly inside the life you've made. Every wound became a teacher, every scar became a guide, and every storm you thought would break you actually built strength inside. The nights may feel impossibly long, dreams delayed and hopes unclear, but stars are born inside the darkness, not beneath the sky. Without fear, don't become cold from betrayal. Don't let pain erase your grace. A gentle heart in a hurting world is still one of the strongest places. Real strength is staying compassionate when bitterness feels easier. Real courage is remaining honest when deception feels safer. The world remembers authentic souls long after trends disappear, because sincerity carries a light that reaches far beyond this year. Somewhere someone's losing hope tonight, feeling unseen, tired, alone. And maybe your simple kindness becomes the reason they hold on. One conversation can change a future. One embrace can stop the fall. One honest word spoken with love can mean everything to someone small. You don't need perfection to inspire. You don't need fame to matter. Even quiet hearts can shake the world when built to heal, not shatter. When lies are just like wisdom and darkness imitates the light, stay grounded in what brings true peace, not temporary appetite, because hidden motives fade eventually, and every mast will someday fall, but truth remains through every season, standing steady through it all. So don't give up on your vision, even when progress feels slow. The tallest trees grow patiently deep beneath before they show. There is beauty in resilience, there is honor in staying true, and every difficult chapter has been shaping a stronger you. The future belongs to dreamers who still choose love over pride, who still believe compassion matters in a world that often hides. You were born to carry hope into places filled with fear, to become a light for others when the path ahead's unclear. And maybe all the pain you survived was never meant to destroy. Maybe it was preparing your heart to help somebody else find joy. So breathe again through the pressure, lift your eyes beyond the night. There's still goodness growing quietly, there's still reason to keep fighting. One day all the hidden stories, all deception and disguise will disappear beneath the daylight. Truth was always meant to rise, and the ones who chose sincerity, who walked with wisdom through the storm, will leave behind the kind of legacy that helps the broken become reborn.
Another morning in the city, another race against the clock. People carrying heavy questions as they walk the crowded blocks. Everyone is searching for meaning, trying to fill an empty space, looking for peace in temporary things, while exhaustion fills their face. Some wear confidence like fashion, some hide tears behind success, some keep smiling for the cameras while quietly fighting stress. The world keeps offering illusions wrapped in shiny words and light, promises that fade by midnight, leaving hearts alone at night. But somewhere deeper than the chaos, past the pressure and the noise, there's a truth still softly calling, leading souls toward wiser roads. Not every voice deserves your trust, not every hand will help you rise. Some people master beautiful language while hiding darkness in disguise. Still, honesty survives forever, even when it walks alone. And hearts built on compassion create a strength the world can own. You were never born to imitate every trend that disappears. You were made to build a future greater than your deepest fears. Every setback taught endurance, every failure shaped your view, and every painful storm you survived revealed a stronger side of you. Don't rush your healing process, don't compare your path to theirs. Some mountains take longer climbing, some victories need patient ears. The strongest trees withstand the storms because their roots grow deep below, and the strongest souls keep growing through seasons nobody knows. When anxiety fills your breathing and tomorrow feels unclear, remember how far you've already come. Remember why you're still here. There's purpose hidden in persistence, there's beauty hidden in the fight. Sometimes the hardest roads become the ones that lead us into light. Don't let betrayal make you bitter, don't let pain control your heart, because kindness in a wounded world is where true revolution starts. One gentle voice can calm a lifetime, one honest act can heal despair. The world changes through compassion, not through power built on fear. Maybe someone close beside you feels invisible today, and maybe your words become the reason they don't completely break away. So keep choosing truth in secret, keep choosing love when it costs. Real character is revealed by what survives after loss. The world celebrates loud achievements, but often overlooks the soul. Yet peace belongs to those who live with honesty as their goal. Some people chase endless attention, always hungry for applause, but no amount of temporary praise can heal a heart without a cause. You were made for deeper living, for vision stronger than success, for becoming hope to others inside this brokenness. When lies rise high like towers and confusion floods the street, stay grounded in what brings real peace, not in what merely looks complete. Because everything hidden eventually will stand exposed beneath the sun, and only what was built with truth will remain when all is done. So don't abandon your compassion even when the world turns cold. The brightest hearts continue shining without needing crowns of gold. If your dreams feel delayed tonight, if the road seems hard to climb, remember stars are never rushed, they appear in perfect time. You are stronger than your struggles, greater than your fear and doubt. Every season you survived has been preparing what comes now. The future still needs people who choose wisdom over pride, who keep bringing light to darkness, who still stand on truth's side. And maybe all the pain you carried was shaping strength you never knew. So one day you could help another find the courage to make it through. Keep moving forward through uncertainty. Keep believing through the rain, because hearts that walk in honesty never walk in vain.
Midnight city lights are glowing, but so many hearts feel dim. People drowning in distractions, trying not to think again. Everyone is fighting something invisible behind their eyes, smiling through the conversations while carrying silent cries. Some build kingdoms made of image, perfect stories, perfect frames. But even gold can lose its color when it's built on hollow names. The world keeps selling quick escapes, fast success and easy fame. But empty victories leave shadows, nothing ever stays the same. Still somewhere underneath the noise, beyond the fear and endless race, there's a quiet truth still breathing, offering the soul a place. Not every shining road leads forward, not every loud voice speaks wisdom. Some intentions wear beautiful faces while leading hearts into confusion. But honesty survives the fire, truth outlives the temporary, and people who choose compassion leave behind what's legendary. You were never made for pretending, never born to wear a mask. Your value isn't measured by impossible worldly tasks. There's greatness growing in your struggle, even when you cannot see. Every painful season shaping who you're becoming, meant to be. The nights may feel unbearably heavy, dreams delayed and skies unclear. But mountains move for those who continue, one small step beyond the fear. Don't let disappointment harden you. Don't let betrayal steal your grace. A sincere heart in a broken world still becomes a powerful place. The strongest souls are often hidden, quiet people carrying light, helping others keep believing when they can't survive the night. Maybe someone's losing hope now, standing close beside your road. And maybe your kindness becomes the reason they find strength to carry on the load. One honest word can stop the darkness, one embrace can calm the storm. One life filled with genuine love can help the wounded be reborn. You don't need perfection to matter. You don't need the world's applause. Even unseen acts of goodness can become a greater cause. The future doesn't belong to arrogance or hearts consumed with greed. It belongs to those still willing to help others heal and breathe. So guard your spirit from deception, for voices pulling you astray. Not everything that sparkles brightly can guide your soul the right way, because hidden things never stay hidden, and every mask will someday fall. What's built on lies of
too. One day all confusion clears and every hidden motive shows. Only hearts that stayed sincere will understand what truly grows. So breathe deeply through the chaos, lift your eyes beyond the pain. The light inside you still has power, and your story still remains poised.
Rain falls softly on the pavement, neon colors blur the night. People rushing toward tomorrow, searching hard for something right. Some are chasing empty echoes, some are tired of pretending smiles. Some are standing in crowded places, still feeling lost for miles. The world keeps promising fulfillment if we move a little faster. More success, more fame, more attention, as if that alone could matter. But deep inside the human spirit, there's a hunger nothing buys, a longing for something honest beyond the surface and disguise. Not every voice deserves your trust, not every path leads to peace. Some doors shine bright from far away, but leave the soul incomplete. Still truth keeps rising quietly, like dawn beyond the storm. And hearts that choose sincerity always return stronger, reborn. You were not created to break, not designed to live in fear. Even through your darkest seasons, there's a reason you are here. Every setback built endurance, every failure shaped your soul. Every painful night you survived was making wounded places whole. Don't let the pressure of perfection steal the beauty of your pace. Some flowers bloom in early spring, some need time and patient grace. The strongest rivers keep on flowing even after rocks appear, and the strongest hearts continue even through confusion and tears. Maybe life feels overwhelming, maybe hope feels far away, but stars are born inside the darkness, not beneath a cloudless day. So keep choosing kindness daily, even when it's difficult, because compassion in a cold world becomes a miracle itself. One sincere word can heal somebody, one small light can change the night. One soul refusing hate and bitterness can guide another back to life. You don't need to stand on stages to become a guiding flame. Sometimes quiet acts of goodness leave the deepest kind of change. The future belongs to dreamers who keep walking through the rain, who still believe in truth and mercy after disappointment and pain. Some people hide behind appearances, building towers made of lies, but nothing hidden lasts forever. Every shadow meets the skies, and when the masks all finally shatter, when truth opens every door, only hearts built upon honesty will stand stronger than before. So don't lose yourself to pressure, don't let fear decide inside you feels forgotten and unseen. And maybe your compassion becomes the light that helps them breathe again and dream. Every scar you carry matters. Every tear has shaped your heart. And every storm you thought would end you actually became your start. So rise again beyond the sadness, rise beyond the fear of loss. The strongest people are not fearless, they simply continue across. When anxiety surrounds your future and tomorrow feels unclear, remember how many nights you survived to still be standing here. Your story is still unfolding, your purpose still remains, and hearts that walk in truth and wisdom never walk through life in vain. One day all deception fades away, and every hidden thing is known, but love and honesty continue long after temporary crowns. So breathe deeply through the chaos, lift your eyes beyond the pain. The light inside your soul still shines, and hope is calling once again.
Street lights glowing after midnight, city shadows moving slow. Millions searching for direction, not knowing where their heart should go. Everybody hides a story, unspoken battles deep inside, trying hard to keep on smiling while carrying pain they cannot hide. Some people chase a perfect image, hoping fame will fill the void, but temporary admiration leaves the soul feeling destroyed. The world keeps offering illusions, wrapped in glitter, noise and speed, but peace is never found in places that ignore what humans need. Because deep inside every heartbeat, there's a longing to belong, a desire for something honest, something real enough to hold on. Not every road with flashing lights will guide your spirit safely home. Some paths slowly steal your purpose, leaving hearts to walk alone. Still truth survives through every season, even when it stands unseen. And kindness grows like quiet rivers, stronger than it first may seem. You were not born for empty living, not created just to survive. There's a greater vision calling, keeping hope inside alive. Every failure shaped your wisdom, every heartbreak taught you strength, and every storm you thought would crush you expanded courage through its length. Don't compare your life to others, different journeys take their time. Some stars shine through endless darkness before they finally align. The strongest souls are not the loudest, they don't always own the stage. Sometimes they are quietly healing, turning sorrow into grace. When fear whispers you are finished, when anxiety clouds your sky, remember all the nights you conquered and every reason you survived. Some people hide behind sweet language while their motives slowly fade, but nothing hidden lasts forever. Truth eventually invades. Every mask will one day shatter, every falsehood meets the light, and what was built on selfishness cannot survive the longest night. So guard your heart from bitterness, don't let pain erase your care. Compassion in a wounded world is one of the bravest things to share. One small act of understanding can rescue someone from despair. One honest voice filled with kindness can remind us so somebody cares. You don't need perfection to inspire, you don't need wealth to become great. Even quiet hearts can change the future when they choose to heal instead of hate. The future belongs to people who still choose truth over pride, who continue bringing hope to
someone near you right now feels invisible and weak, maybe your encouragement becomes the answer they silently seek. So keep walking through uncertainty, keep believing through delay. The deepest roots are formed in seasons where growth happens hidden away. Every scar became a lesson, every tear refines your soul, and every difficult chapter was preparing you for more. You were born to bring light forward into places filled with fear, to remind the tired and broken that hope is always near. Maybe all the pain you carried was not meant to end your flame. Maybe it was shaping wisdom so you could help others through the same. When confusion fills the culture and lies pretend to be the truth, stay grounded in what brings real peace, not temporary proof. Because honesty outlives deception and love survives the fall. Only hearts built on sincerity will truly stand through all. So breathe deeply through the pressure, lift your eyes beyond the rain. Your story still holds meaning, and your light still will remain. Another sunrise through the window, another chance to start again. People carrying silent questions, walking through the rush of men. Some are tired of fake emotions, some are tired of empty praise, trying to find something lasting in these fast and restless days. The world keeps shouting louder promises, more success and brighter names, but broken hearts still fill the cities, even after winning games. Because fame can never heal loneliness, money cannot purchase peace, and applause fades with the evening when the crowded moments cease. Still somewhere deeper than the chaos, beyond confusion, fear and pride, there's a quiet voice still calling, leading weary hearts inside. Not every shining path means wisdom, not every leader knows the way. Some wear confidence like costumes, while their truth slowly decays. But honesty survives forever, even through the fire and rain. And hearts that choose compassion never truly live in vain. You were not born to follow darkness, not created just to blend. There's a purpose in your breathing, a reason. Your story hasn't ended. Every wound became a lesson, every loss revealed new strength, and every night you kept believing expanded courage through its length. Don't rush the process of becoming. Strong foundations take their time. The brightest stars are often hidden before they finally shine. Some dreams grow slowly underground, unseen beneath the winter snow, but hidden roots create endurance far deeper than the world may know. When anxiety fills your future and fear whispers, give it up. Remember how many storms you survived and how your heart still rose above. The strongest souls are often gentle, still choosing kindness after pain, still bringing warmth into cold places, still dancing softly through the rain. Maybe someone close beside you feels forgotten and alone, and maybe your simple compassion becomes the place they call home. One honest word can stop despair, one sincere hand can heal a scar. The world changes through small mercies, more than through the loudest stars. You don't need perfection success leaves the world better than it came. The future belongs to dreamers who still believe love can heal, who keep standing for what's honest, even when the pressure feels real. Every scar you carry now holds a story of survival. Every painful chapter shaped your resilience and revival. You were born to carry vision, to become hope through the night, to remind this tired generation there is still a path toward light. Maybe all the pain you suffered was preparing wisdom inside you, so one day your voice could guide someone else who's struggling too. When confusion floods the culture and lies are celebrated loud, stay rooted in sincerity, even when you stand outside the crowd. Because hearts built upon truth and mercy will never truly fade away. They become the kind of legacy that still shines beyond today. So breathe deeply through uncertainty, lift your eyes beyond the storm. Your story's still unfolding, and your spirit is still transforming. One day every hidden shadow, every false and hollow thing will disappear before the daylight, and truth alone will remain king.
Yeah. The world keeps spinning faster. Another headline, another trend. People searching for forever and things that quickly end. Some are drowning in perfection, trying hard to hide their pain. Some are smiling for the cameras while crying in the rain. Everybody wants real freedom, but so many wear invisible chains, running through crowded highways, still feeling lost again. The city lights can look so beautiful, but even bright streets hide fear. And many hearts that seem unshaken are quietly breaking here. Some voices promise easy answers, some sell dreams too good to last. But wisdom walks a quieter pathway, built to outlive the past. Not every shining door leads forward, not every strong voice speaks truth. Some people wear kindness like clothing while hiding selfish roots. Still honesty survives the fire, and truth rises with the dawn. What's built with love and sincerity continues long after storms are gone. You were never born to become empty, never made to lose your soul. There's a purpose deeper than success, keeping your spirit whole. Every scar became a teacher, every failure built your strength, and every painful road you travel expanded courage through its length. Don't compare your pace to others, different flowers bloom in time. Some stars spend years in darkness before they finally shine. When anxiety fills your breathing and tomorrow feels unknown, remember all the nights you survived and how far you've already grown. The strongest people are not heartless, they still care after being hurt, still choosing kindness in a world that often forgets human worth. Maybe someone near you right now feels invisible inside, and maybe your compassion becomes the reason they survive. One sincere conversation matters, one small lie can guide the lost. One heart refusing bitterness can heal what pain has crossed. The world doesn't need more pretending, more polished masks and empty fame. It needs people brave enough to love without a hidden game. So guard your spirit from deception, from paths that slowly steal your peace. Not everything that glitters brightly can make the ache inside decrease, because hidden motives never stay hidden, and every mask will someday
ends night. The future belongs to dreamers who still believe hearts can heal, who continue standing for compassion when the pressure feels too real. Some dreams take longer forming, some victories arrive through tears, but resilient souls keep moving through uncertainty and years. Every wound you carry now has shaped wisdom deep inside, and every storm you thought would break you actually taught you how to rise. You were born to bring hope forward into places filled with fear, to remind exhausted people that brighter days are near. Maybe all the pain you've suffered was preparing you to see how powerful a gentle spirit can truly grow to be. When confusion fills the culture and lies parade as truth, stay grounded in what brings real peace, not temporary proof. Because love survives the chaos and sincerity remains. Only hearts built on compassion can outlive the shifting fame. So breathe deeply through the pressure, lift your eyes beyond the rain. Your journey still holds meaning, and your light still will remain.
Late night trains keep moving forward underneath the silver rain. People staring through the windows, holding silent kinds of pain. Some are chasing bigger futures, some are running from the past. Some keep building perfect images, hoping broken hearts can last. The world keeps offering distractions, temporary highs and noise, but deep inside the human spirit still remains a searching voice, a voice that longs for something honest, something pure enough to trust. Not another hollow promise that disappears and turns to dust. Not every road with shining colors leads a soul where it belongs. Some paths slowly drain the spirit while pretending to stay strong. Still truth survives through every season, even when ignored by crowds. And hearts that walk with sincerity will someday rise above the clouds. You were not created for confusion, not designed to live afraid. There's a reason you keep breathing, a purpose hidden in your days. Every scar became a lesson, every failure shaped your sight, and every storm you thought would end you was teaching you how to fight. Don't let pressure steal your gentleness, don't let heartbreak close your soul. The strongest people still choose kindness, even after losing control. Maybe life has felt exhausting, maybe hope feels far away, but stars are born in deepest darkness, not in skies already safe. The world may celebrate appearance, money, status, fleeting fame, but none of those can heal the emptiness that loneliness became. Peace is found in honest living, in
Another evening paints the skyline, golden lights across the rain. Millions walking through the silence, carrying invisible pain. Some are tired of being strong now, some are tired of empty praise, trying hard to find real meaning in these loud and restless days. The world keeps pushing people faster, telling hearts to never stop, but exhausted souls keep breaking at the very mountaintop. Because success cannot replace peace, and applause cannot heal fear. Even crowded rooms feel lonely when no honest voice is near. Still, somewhere underneath the chaos, past the pressure and disguise, there's a quiet truth still calling, like the sunrise through dark skies. Not every shining dream is worthy, not every smooth road leads ahead. Some promises are built like paper, beautiful until they shred. Be careful of the charming voices that speak only to control. Some people know the perfect language, yet slowly drain another soul. But truth survives beyond deception, and sincerity remains. What is built with love and wisdom outlives temporary fame. You were never born to become empty, never meant to lose your light. There's a purpose inside your breathing, even in the hardest nights. Every scar became a lesson, every wound revealed new strength, and every storm you thought would crush you was shaping courage through its length. Don't compare your hidden journey to the highlights others show. Some of the deepest roots in life take the longest time to grow. The strongest hearts are often gentle, still choosing kindness after pain, still offering hope to strangers, still dancing softly through the rain. Maybe someone close beside you feels forgotten deep inside, and maybe your simple compassion becomes the reason they survive. One honest conversation matters, one warm smile can stop despair. One soul refusing bitterness can change the atmosphere. The world doesn't need more perfection, more polished masks and empty pride. It needs people brave enough to keep their hearts open wide. People willing to stand for truth, even when they stand alone. People willing to heal others while carrying wounds unknown. When anxiety surrounds your future and fear whispers you won't win, remember every storm you conquered and the strength you built within. You don't need fame to become important, you don't need wealth to leave a mark. Even the smallest light still matters when someone's trapped inside the dark. Be careful what your spirit follows, not every bright thing leads to peace. Some roads slowly steal your freedom while promising release. Because hidden things don't stay hidden, and every mask will someday fall. What's built on lies eventually fades, truth alone survives it all. The future belongs to dreamers who still believe compassion heals, who continue choosing kindness even when the pressure feels real. Every painful chapter shaped you, every tear refined your soul, and every lonely season prepared you for a greater role. You were born to carry vision into places filled with fear, to remind the weak and weary that hope is always near. Maybe all the pain you suffered was preparing you to guide someone standing at the same cliff, trying hard not to let go inside. So breathe deeply through the chaos, lift your eyes beyond the night.
disappear before the daylight, and truth alone will remain king.
The night sky hangs above the city, thousands of lights, but hearts still cold. People chasing temporary treasures while forgetting what's worth more than gold. Some are tired of acting happy, some are hiding silent pain, trying hard to keep believing while standing in emotional rain. The world keeps offering distractions, faster roads and louder dreams, but empty souls still wander, searching for something deeper than it seems. Not every shining path brings healing, not every voice deserves your trust. Some promises glow beautifully before collapsing into dust. Still truth keeps breathing through the chaos, like sunrise after endless storms. And hearts that choose sincere compassion always rise, renewed, reborn. You were never born for darkness, never meant to lose your light. There's a purpose moving through you, even in the hardest nights. Every wound became a lesson, every failure shaped your soul, and every season full of heartbreak was preparing you to grow. Don't let disappointment harden you. Don't let fear decide your way. The strongest people still choose kindness, even after painful days. Maybe someone near you right now feels invisible inside, and maybe your simple words become the reason they survive. One honest moment changes futures, one embrace can stop despair. One gentle heart refusing hatred can heal wounds hidden everywhere. The world doesn't need more perfection, more polished masks, or empty pride. It needs people brave enough to keep compassion alive. People willing to stand for truth when lies become the popular sound. People willing to lift the broken when nobody else is around. Be careful of deceptive voices, not every smile reveals the heart. Some people master beautiful language while tearing trust apart. But nothing hidden lasts forever, and every mask will someday fall. What's built upon selfish motives cannot survive through it all. Truth remains when trends are fading. Love survives when fame disappears, and hearts grounded in sincerity outlive the passing years. When anxiety clouds your future and fear whispers you're too weak, remember every storm you conquered and every mountain reached its peak. The strongest souls are often gentle, still believing after pain, still becoming light for others, still dancing softly through the rain. You don't need the world's attention to become somebody great. Even quiet acts of kindness can completely change a fate. The future belongs to dreamers who still believe in honesty, who continue choosing
bring hope forward into places filled with fear, to remind exhausted people that brighter days are near. Maybe all the pain you suffered was preparing strength inside, so one day your voice could guide someone standing where you cried. When confusion fills the culture and darkness imitates the light, stay grounded in what brings true peace, not what merely shines at night. Because honesty outlives deception, and kindness leaves eternal flame. Only hearts built upon truth and love will never fade away the same. So breathe deeply through the chaos, lift your eyes beyond the storm. Your story still holds meaning, and your soul is still transforming. One day, every hidden shadow, every false illusion dies, but truth and love continue shining like endless stars across the skies.
I made 1,000 plans beneath the city lights, mapped every road ahead, every wrong and right, chased the sound of louder dreams across the endless night. But every broken detour somehow led me to new life. I thought I had to carry every storm alone, build a world with tired hands made out of steel and stone. But somewhere in the silence, a deeper voice was known, showing me the better way when all the hope was gone. When the sky keeps changing, when the ground feels thin, there's a light still waiting, calling from within. Step by step, day by day, even when the clouds don't fade, there's a reason you survive the pain. Every heartbeat knows your name. You are not lost in the dark. Every scar became a spark. There's a road that leads beyond the fear, closer with every tear. Some people run for gold, some run for fame, some are drowning quietly while smiling through the game, scrolling through forever but still feeling incomplete, searching for a little truth in every stranger's feed. We were never made to live with empty souls inside, pretending we are fearless while the world weeps at night. Maybe real strength is learning not to hide. Maybe hope begins the moment truth and love collide. When the world gets colder and the nights grow long, there's a hand beside you telling you, hold on. Step by step, day by day, mountains move when hearts still pray. Every ending opens up a door to a life worth fighting for. Even shadows fade away when you choose to rise again. There's a fire no storm can steal, there's a wound that time can heal. Oh, we fall, oh, we break, but the soul was never made to stay chained. Every loss can become grace, every fear can change. Look at the sunrise touching every broken street. Look at the tired eyes finally learning how to dream. No, your story isn't over, no, your tears are not for nothing. Every chapter shaped the strength you never knew you had. Somewhere beyond the pressure, beyond the endless race, there's a quiet kind of wisdom leading hearts to better days. Not every answer comes when we demand it, not every miracle arrives with thunder. Sometimes the greatest change begins softly, like a whisper pulling us back together. So breathe when the future feels unclear. Stand when the road disappears. Love when the world grows numb. Believe that your time will come, because every step at a time. Step by step, day by day, you are stronger than the weight. There's a purpose moving through the pain, guiding every choice you make. Even if you cannot see what tomorrow's meant to be, keep walking toward the higher view. Life is still unfolding you. One day you'll look behind at every unanswered why and realize the road that changed your life was the one you never planned, boy.
I was standing at the edge of another long night, trying to make sense of all the wrongs and rights. Every dream I built kept slipping through my hands, like waves against the shoreline, like castles made of sand. Everybody says keep moving, don't slow down. So we run in circles through another crowded town, smiling for the cameras while the heart feels tight inside, searching for a little peace we cannot seem to find. But maybe every closed door isn't the end of the road. Maybe every hard season is shaping the soul. One small step can change a life, one deep breath can calm the fight. Even in the darkest rain, hope is calling out your name. You were made for something more than surviving every storm. There's a reason you are here, even through the doubt and fear. I used to think success meant never falling down, always being strong enough to never touch the ground. But the strongest hearts are often built through pain, learning how to rise again and again and again. Some nights feel endless, some tears feel unseen, but hidden in the silence are unfinished dreams. When the world says give up now, listen to the quieter sound, the one reminding you to stay, the one that lights another way. Every mountain starts as dust, every future starts with trust. Every river finds a sea, even when it cannot see. So keep going, even slowly, even broken, even lonely, because life keeps unfolding beyond what we know. And sometimes the right direction appears through the unknown. What feels like a delay today may protect your heart tomorrow. What feels like a failure now may become your greatest story. Look at the sky after the storm, how the colors return again. That's how healing works inside us, little by little, light by light. No one has every answer, no one escapes every pain. But wisdom grows in the waiting, strength is born through change. There's a voice beyond confusion, leading through the noise, helping us discover what truly matters most. Not every dream arrives quickly, not every seed blooms overnight. Some journeys take longer because they are shaping something beautiful inside. So when your plans fall apart, when the road bends unexpectedly, do not believe the story is over. A better chapter may already be beginning. One small step can change a life, one brave choice can break the night. Even when your hope feels weak, there's still meaning underneath. You are stronger than you know, more alive than fear allows. Every scar became a guide, every tear a turning tide. Keep your eyes toward tomorrow, keep your heart open wide. The road ahead still holds miracles you haven't seen yet. And one day you will understand why certain doors stay closed, why certain paths disappeared, why certain endings had to happen. Because sometimes the destination we truly need is waiting beyond the plans we made ourselves tell. Another morning, another screen lighting up my face. Another 1,000 people running in the same race. Everybody searching for a place to finally belong, trying to stay strong while the nights feel long. We build our lives like towers, reaching for the sky, hoping if we climb high enough we'll feel alive. But somewhere in the noise and all the endless chase, there's a quiet kind of wisdom calling us to change. Not every road is meant to last forever, not every dream survives the weather, but every moment shapes who we become. Every ending leads to where we're from. Hold on through the fire, hold on through the rain. Sometimes the hardest seasons are the ones that make us change. You were never made to lose your light. Even when the stars disappear at night, there's a future still calling your name. Beyond the fear, beyond the pain. I met a man downtown with tired eyes. He said, I spent my whole life chasing bigger highs, but all the things I thought would heal the emptiness inside only left me feeling colder every night. Then he smiled softly and looked toward the sky, like he finally found a deeper reason why. And in that moment something in me changed, like hope itself was whispering again. Maybe peace is not found in having everything. Maybe joy is learning how to breathe again. Maybe truth is not as far away as we've been told. When the world keeps spinning faster and your soul feels left behind, there's still a steady rhythm leading through the night. One step forward, one more try, one more
outside applause. Some keep smiling through the chaos while silently fighting wars. But the soul was made for more than empty noise, more than temporary highs and restless choices. There's a deeper kind of freedom waiting when we finally slow down. So breathe in the morning air, watch the sunrise touch the world again. Listen closely to the quiet moments. Sometimes they carry the answers we need most. Life may not unfold the way we planned, but maybe that's where beauty begins. Because the road we never wanted can still lead us home inside. Hold on through the fire, hold on through the rain. Every broken piece of yesterday can still become a flame. You are not forgotten now, even when the crowd gets loud. There's a purpose moving underneath every silent heartbeat. One day all the tears will make sense. One day the weight will finally lift. One day you'll see the hidden reason why you had to walk through this. Until then, keep choosing hope, keep choosing love, keep choosing to rise again. Because even the smallest light can guide a lost heart through the darkest night.
Another morning, another screen lighting up my face. Another 1,000 people running in the same race. Everybody searching for a place to finally belong, trying to stay strong while the nights feel long. We build our lives like towers, reaching for the sky, hoping if we climb high enough we'll feel alive. But somewhere in the noise and all the endless chase, there's a quiet kind of wisdom calling us to change. Not every road is meant to last forever. Not every dream survives the weather. But every moment shapes who we become. Every ending leads to where we're from. Hold on through the fire, hold on through the rain. Sometimes the hardest seasons are the ones that make us change. You were never made to lose your light. Even when the stars disappear at night, there's a future still calling your name. Beyond the fear, beyond the pain. I met a man downtown with tired eyes. He said, I spent my whole life chasing bigger highs, but all the things I thought would heal the emptiness inside only left me feeling colder every night. Then he smiled softly and looked toward the sky, like he finally found a deeper reason why. And in that moment something in me changed, like hope itself was whispering again. Maybe peace is not found in having everything. Maybe joy is learning how to breathe again. Maybe truth is not as far away as we've been told. When the world keeps spinning faster and your soul feels left behind, there's still a steady rhythm leading through the night. One step forward, one more try. while silently fighting wars. But the soul was made for more than empty noise, more than temporary highs and restless choices. There's a deeper kind of freedom waiting when we finally slow down. So breathe in the morning air, watch the sunrise touch the world again. Listen closely to the quiet moments. Sometimes they carry the answers we need most. Life may not unfold the way we planned, but maybe that's where beauty begins. Because the road we never wanted can still lead us home inside. Hold on through the fire, hold on through the rain. Every broken piece of yesterday can still become a flame. You are not forgotten now, even when the crowd gets loud. There's a purpose moving underneath every silent heartbeat. One day all the tears will make sense. One day the weight will finally lift. One day you'll see the hidden reason why you had to walk through this. Until then, keep choosing hope, keep choosing love, keep choosing to rise again. Because even the smallest light can guide a lost heart through the darkest night.
Midnight city, flashing lights, everybody running toward a different life. Dreams in their pockets, fear in their eyes, trying to find peace in a world moving too fast. Another broken heart behind a perfect smile, another soul pretending everything's alright. We keep chasing answers through the endless noise, but silence sometimes speaks louder than the crowd's voice. I thought I knew exactly where to go, mapped every mile, tried to control it all, but every road I didn't choose still carried me somewhere beautiful. So when your plans fall into pieces and the future feels unclear, maybe life is rearranging what your heart truly needs to hear. Don't stop walking through the fire, don't stop reaching for the light. Every dark and lonely season can last forever in your life. There's a reason you still breathe, there's a reason you still dream. Every step you take in faith builds a stronger soul beneath. Some days feel heavy like the sky before the rain. Some nights the sadness echoes louder than your name. But even winter slowly melts into the spring, and wounded hearts still learn to sing. Look around, every person fights a hidden war. Every soul is searching for something more. Not just money, not just fame, but a deeper kind of meaning they cannot explain. Maybe true strength is staying kind in a world that rewards the cold. Maybe real courage is holding hope when everything feels broken. I met an old man sitting by the sea, watching waves roll endlessly. He said the tide never asks where it should go, yet somehow it always knows. And those words stay inside my mind like the light I needed all this time. Because maybe we don't have to see the whole road ahead to trust the next step instead. One breath at a time, one day at a time. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but little by little the heart learns how to rise. Even your scars carry wisdom now, even your tears watered unseen growth. Even your failures became teachers, leading you toward a stronger soul. So if you're tired tonight, if the weight feels too much to hold, remember how many storms you already survived before. The sun still rises without asking permission. The stars still shine after the darkest nights, and somewhere beyond this moment a better chapter waits to arrive. Don't stop walking through the fire, don't stop reaching for the light. There's a future filled with wonder past the shadows of tonight. You were never born to quit, you were made to rise through this. Every mountain in your way, shaping who you'll be someday. One day you'll look back smiling at the roads that made no sense, and realize every detour was quietly leading beautiful destinations begin with unexpected plans. Woke up to another sunrise over crowded streets, coffee cups and tired hearts moving to the same beat. Everybody searching for a little peace of mind, trying to outrun the pressure of this modern life. Phones keep glowing through the middle of the night, endless conversations, but something still feels missing inside. We collect distractions just to numb the pain, yet the soul keeps asking deeper questions every day. Who are we beneath the noise? Beyond the fear, beyond the voice. What if the road we truly need is not the one we plan to reach? So keep moving when the sky turns gray. Keep believing there's a better way. Every setback has a hidden flame. Every loss can still become a gain. You are stronger than the doubt, stronger than the world, stronger than the world around. There's a light that never fades, even when the night remains. I remember standing at the edge of giving up, feeling like my dreams had finally run out of luck. Every door I touched seemed locked before my eyes. Every prayer inside my heart returned without reply. But looking back now, I can finally see the roads that disappeared were protecting me. Sometimes delay is not denial, sometimes silence shapes survival. Sometimes the storm we fear the most leads us where we're meant to go. There are people smiling while they slowly break apart, people wearing confidence to hide a wounded heart, people chasing everything except what truly heals, trying to buy happiness that money cannot build. But truth has a way of finding us eventually, through the cracks, through the tears, through the sleepless nights we never speak about. And hope is stubborn, it keeps breathing inside us, even when everything says stop trying. One step forward, one more chance, one more sunrise after sadness. Every season has an end. Even pain cannot last forever. So don't be ashamed of your scars, they are proof you kept going. Don't be ashamed of your tears, they watered the strength inside you growing. The strongest souls are not the ones who never fall, they are the ones who choose to rise through it all. When the world feels cold and empty, when your courage starts to fade, listen for the quiet whisper calling you beyond the fear again. There's still beauty left to discover, still laughter waiting ahead, still people you haven't met yet who will change your life forever. And maybe the greatest victories are not seen by the crowd, maybe they happen quietly inside hearts, learning how to heal. Keep moving when the sky turns gray. There's a dawn behind the rain. Every wrong turn taught you something true. Every heartbreak strengthened you. You were never made to stay. Buried underneath the weight, there's a future still alive, calling you to rise tonight. One day you'll stand in the sunlight, stronger than the version of yourself who almost quit. And you'll realize the hardest roads carried the deepest purpose, because sometimes life redirects us, not to punish us, but to lead us somewhere greater than we imagined best.
Another train rolls through the early morning haze, people staring at their screens, drifting through the day. Dreams hidden underneath expensive suits and tired eyes. Everyone pretending they are doing fine. Somewhere a young soul is losing hope tonight. Somewhere an old heart still wonders if they got life right. Somewhere between the noise and all the endless race, we forget what it means to breathe and simply stay. I used to think the answer lived at the top of every mountain. If I climbed high enough, maybe I would finally feel enough. But the higher I went, the emptier it became, because success without peace still leaves a restless flame. So when your plans collapse unexpectedly and nothing goes the way you thought it should, maybe life is not destroying your future, maybe it's rebuilding it for good. Hold on when the road feels uncertain, hold on when the night feels long. Every storm eventually passes, every weak heart can grow strong. You are not forgotten here, even in your hardest years. Every chapter shaped your soul more beautifully than you know. The city lights can't hide loneliness forever. Money cannot heal every wound inside. Fame fades faster than the morning shadows, but truth survives the test of time. There's a deeper kind of freedom, not controlled by fear or pride. A quiet strength that rises softly when we stop trying to run and hide. I met a woman singing on a corner downtown, a crowd around her, no fame to be found. Yet there was joy inside her voice, greater than the richest people I had known. And for a moment the whole world slowed, like my heart was finally waking up. Cause maybe happiness was never meant to be chased. Maybe it grows when we learn what truly matters. One breath at a time, one step through the unknown. No one can see the full horizon, but we keep moving forward. Sometimes the detours save us, sometimes the waiting changes us, sometimes the closed doors guide us toward places we never expected to belong. So don't lose hope when things fall apart. Not every ending is a loss. Some endings become bridges to a better beginning. Look at the ocean after the storm, how the waves still reach the shore. That's resilience, that's courage, that's the human spirit refusing to quit. Hold on when the road feels uncertain, there's still beauty yet to come. Every scar became a lesson, every dark night shaped the dawn you were born for. More than fear, more than doubt, more than survival, there's a fire inside your soul, still becoming unstoppable. And one day you'll thank the nights you cried alone, because they taught you compassion. You'll thank the failures that humbled you, because they taught you wisdom. You'll thank the unexpected turns, because they led you toward your real purpose. Life is not only about reaching destinations, it's about who we become along the way. So keep walking, keep growing, keep believing, even slowly, because the road ahead still holds miracles you cannot see yet. Earth.
Rain falling softly on the windows of the town. People rushing home while the sun is going down. Every face carries a story never fully told. Dreams that grew too heavy, hearts that turned cold. We spend our whole lives trying to figure out the way, making careful plans for tomorrow and today. But sometimes the road changes without warning signs, and suddenly we're standing in the unknown of life. I used to fear the unexpected turns, the moments everything I built began to burn. But looking back through every rise and fall, those broken roads taught me the most of all. So don't be afraid when the future disappears. Sometimes clarity is born inside the tears. Every closed door has a hidden Some chase status, some chase gold. Some grow tired before they even grow old, scrolling through perfect lives on glowing screens, wondering why happiness feels out of reach. But peace was never hiding in comparison. Joy was never built from applause. The soul grows deeper through compassion, not through becoming what the world demands. I met a traveler sitting by the sea one day, watching distant waves slowly drift away. Said the ocean never questions where it flows, yet somehow it always reaches where it needs to go. And something inside me finally understood, we don't need to control every moment to trust life again. Sometimes the next step is enough. Sometimes courage begins with simply continuing forward. One small light can guide the darkest road. One kind word can heal a wounded soul. One moment of hope can change a life forever. So if you're standing in uncertainty tonight, if your plans are breaking apart before your eyes, do not believe your story has ended. Some of the greatest beginnings arrive disguised as endings. Every scar carries wisdom. Every failure plants unseen growth. Every lonely night shapes compassion. Every storm reveals hidden strength. The strongest people are not those who never fall. They are the ones who keep standing after it all. Keep your heart alive tonight. There's still beauty left to find. Every shadow has an end. Every road eventually bends toward a place we're meant to be, beyond what human eyes can see. You are not alone inside this fight. There's still hope beyond tonight. One day the weight you carry now will become someone else's inspiration. One day the tears you cried in silence will water new life inside your soul. And when you finally reach the mountain after all the valleys, you realize the journey changed you more than the destination ever could. Because life isn't only about getting where we planned. Sometimes it's about becoming who we were meant to be.